Jensen. Oh, nice turn away from two defenders from Klaus Jensen. And he's got options both sides here. And he's picked out Kishishev. Great chance. And the Bulgarian has dragged it way wide. It's a glorious opportunity for Charlton to take the lead just 6 minutes in. Terrific play from Klaus Jensen. Matched by the Bulgarians' finish. Should at the very least have worked Thomas Sorensen, and he didn't. Kishishev again. Towards Bartlett. Free kick against Gareth Barry. Taken quickly. This is the key. And now on Bartlett! Smacked it against the bar. And Charlton couldn't make anything of the rebound. Really unlucky for the East Africans. Charlton should be ahead, there's no question. They've had the better of the chances in the first 25 minutes or so, and the South Africans' frustration is self-evident. Struck it sweet, and it was a short so time. Sorensen hardly saw it. Charlton really upping the game. Kishishev. Fish. He's got Chris Powell here in the left back position. He wants to come forward. Oh, what a ball that is! Kishishev for Charlton, and it's gone the wrong side of the post. You get a horrible feeling Charlton might be left to rue these misses. They could have been out of sight by now. Wonderful ball from Chris Powell. Kishishev timed his run perfectly. He was onside, but he was off target just. Once again, the goalkeeper in no man's land. David O'Leary said in the build-up to the game that Charlton were a model mid-table side, and there was no way in the world they'd get relegated. Alan Curbishley will be happy with the way they're playing, just not with the scoreline. Parker to Bartlett, rather bounced off the defender. Hendrie. And again is Whittingham, and that's a corner kick. Now the referee wants to have some words here. There was a bit of niggle there in the build-up. Scott Parker involved, also Marcus Allback is there, and Chris Powell trying to put in his 2 pennyworth as well. Don't think Chris Ford is going to issue any cards here. So Parker back to help defend this corner. Oh, Kiely's in trouble. Alpay! Against the run of play, it's the Turkish defender who gives Villa the lead. 9 minutes before the break, it's his first league game for 11 months. He's been pretty much frozen out here at Villa Park. Only in today because David O'Leary has injury problems defensively. A very unlikely goal scorer, but he has broken the deadlock. Kiely had so many players in front of him, and despite the bodies on the line, Alpay got it through. Well won by Barry. This is Whittingham. Oh, deflection on that. Came off Luke Young. And in the end, Kiely was grateful to see it go over the top. One of those that could have gone just about anywhere. Onto the left foot and off Luke Young's back. Stoppage time at the end of the first half then as Hendrie prepares to take the corner. It was Alpay's header. Well, that's more up than out by fortune, and Angel with the acrobatics nearly double Villa's lead. Not dissimilar to the way that Villa opened their account. Charlton in trouble from the set play, and Angel wasn't very far away. Well, more of the same would surely have been a message at the break from Alan Curbishley, although the finishing will need to be much improved from his team. Forward it goes by Barry, and this is Allback. Well, fortune's been left on the deck, still Allback. Angel and Whittingham. What a miss. Well, Charlton got out of jail there on a couple of occasions. First when Allback made a mug out of fortune, and then when Whittingham missed the target from close range. It's a good stop this by Kiely. Stayed up as long as he could. It came off his knee in the end, and the Nangale had the vision to just flick it to Whittingham, who produced a woeful finish really, and it stays at 1-0. Hendrie, Allback, out wide from Gareth Barry, and now Samuel. Well, they're all backing off him. Still Samuel, he's gone for goal, and he's found the top corner. It's a fabulous precision strike. But Charlton may look back at it and wonder why they didn't get a challenge it. No protection for Kiely. And the Villa fans can celebrate what might just be a clinching second goal. 54 minutes played, and Samuel has doubled their money. No one got a challenge in. I think Kishishev was nearest to him at the end. Perfect strike. Parker has got it out to Stuart, the substitute. And Charlton worked something down that right-hand side. Canio. That's Jensen's header, and it needed the tip over. Not noted for his aerial ability, and one Dane saves from another. And that was top corner until Sorensen's intervention. Powell will take the free kick for Charlton. I think if they could get one back now, it would really set up a grandstand finish. Flicked in then by Powell, came off a Villa head, and Fortune has scored. No, it's not going to count. Alpay is down on the deck. I must confess I didn't see how he got that injury. Canio was trying to elicit an explanation from referee Chris, but the goal has been ruled out. Well, judging by that, there were two Villa players who actually collided. It was Alpay and Samuel, the two goal scorers in fact. Fortune did nothing wrong there, and he was also being played onside by Cruz, number 15 there. Very, very unlucky, Alan Curbishley's team. Bartlett. Jensen. Bartlett's continued his run. Needs some support though. Oh, he's turned his marker. Jensen! It's really well worked between those two. But he couldn't keep it down. They have a couple of passes, both the first and second half. Bartlett did really well there. Turned his marker. Jensen over the top. McCann. Oh, it's opened up here for Gavin McCann. It's got Whittingham available to his left. This is Whittingham. It's a good stop by Kiely to get down low to his left-hand side. Tonight, William would surely have been clinching for goal. Bartlett again. Jensen has got it wide to Stuart. He's got three waiting. Canio couldn't make it, and Bartlett couldn't either. What a scramble. Whacked away by Cruz in the end. Still not clear. Parker. Bartlett. No penalty. It was Delaney's challenge. Bartlett can't believe it. Referee Chris had a decent view of that. Just got a piece of ball. Come on in place with Paulo Di Canio for the last 9 minutes. Not long to rescue one. Athletic. Fortune with the free towards Fish. Trouble. Lisbie. Four reduces Charlton's arrears to 2-1. There was a real mix-up there between who appeared to go for the same ball. Lisbie got up and just nodded it in. Looked like Sorensen called as well. Alpay didn't listen to it. Villa just want to play keep ball for the last few seconds that remain here. We're deep in stoppage time. Charlton finally got the throw, and it may not be enough. Final whistle at Villa Park. 3 points for the home team. It's rough on Charlton, who had a whole host of chances, especially in the first half. Samuel, who played at Charlton as a junior, with the second goal after Alpay had volleyed the first. Kevin Lisbie's consolation came too late, and Charlton still upset about the disallowed goal. Final score: Villa 2, Charlton 1.
I mean, we're really disappointed that we haven't come away with something. We came into the game knowing that a win or anything like that could really push us up the table today, and we started off ever so well, but we missed 3 clear-cut chances, 3 fantastic opportunities, and you can't do that in the Premiership. You've got to put 1 or 2 of them away to give yourself a chance, especially when you come to places like Villa. But we didn't do it, and we've paid the price, I think.
After half an hour, they were even booing one of their own defenders. That was a measure of how much control you had over the game. From that situation to lose it must be deeply frustrating.
Well, I know that Villa had to change it around a little bit, but we had 5 defenders out last week against Man United, and you have to do that. You have to cope with it. But we opened them up 3 times. Kishishev had 2 great chances, and Bartlett had another one. And they should have resulted in goals for us, and that would have given us something to defend. But what's happening to us lately is that we're having nothing to cling on to. We're always fighting, so the game's opening up and it's going a little bit end to end. But in saying that, we had a couple of chances again second half and to get back in it. But the referee's decision went against us. But as I've been saying to him, I can't do anything about the referee's decisions. What can we do? We send a tape up, complain, and we have our say. But I can do something about the finishing. And if they don't want to work harder at it, we're never going to score.
How frustrated were you with the refereeing performance, because you had what looked like a fairly legitimate goal which was disallowed?
Well, I wouldn't saw him at half time. I'm not one of those managers that rant and rave. I know they have a very difficult time of it, but I wouldn't see him at half time because leading to the Villa's first goal, the corner they got, we felt it was a foul on Parker, and he didn't give it, and it developed, and then they got their corner and scored from it. And I asked him, if he'd seen the incident. He said no. So I just had a quiet word. As I say, I don't rant and rave, but I've just said to him afterwards there, the feeling I get is they're a little bit unapproachable, and it shouldn't be that way. We should be able to say to them, look, I want you to have a look at that tape, and really, if you've got some things wrong, why don't you phone us up Monday morning and tell us, and give us an honest opinion, instead of hiding behind the bureaucrats and everything else, because they're never going to get the rapport with the managers and the players until some of them start holding their hands up and saying they got decisions wrong. I know they don't like doing it. Certainly when we've had things appealed against, you don't need nothing for 10 days and then they suddenly turn it down or whatever. But if they've got it wrong, I think it's a better referee that comes out and says that, like I think Alan Wiley's done today. And they get a lot more respect than just hiding behind it. If they've had a bad game, they should be able to phone us up as managers and apologise and let us know that at least they have seen it, instead of just swanning off and perhaps we go back to London, we're getting nothing from this game.